Mahatma Gandhi, 1869–1948, was a leader of the Indian independence movement against British rule, who championed a nonviolent approach to civil disobedience. He was one of the 20th century's most influential political figures and is widely revered as a symbol of peace and non-violence. His philosophy of satyagraha, or soul force, was based on the belief that truth and love, not violence, were the most powerful weapons against oppression. He is credited with inspiring civil rights and freedom movements around the world, including the American civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s. His personal life. Mahatma Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869 in Porbandar, India. He was the youngest son of Karamchand Gandhi and Putlabai Gandhi. He was raised in a deeply religious family and his mother was a devoted Hindu. Gandhi studied law in England, and upon his return to India he worked as a lawyer and eventually became a leader of the Indian independence movement. Throughout his life, Gandhi advocated for non-violence, civil disobedience, and truth in order to bring about social change. He believed in the strength of soul force, or satyagraha, which he felt was more powerful than violence. He was a strong advocate for Indian independence and helped lead the Indian National Congress to freedom in 1947. He was married to Kasturbhai Gandhi in 1883 and had 4 sons with her. He was an advocate of celibacy, and viewed sexual intimacy as a form of spiritual expression. He lived a simple life, often wearing traditional Indian clothing and eating an austere vegetarian diet. He was also a strong advocate of religious toleration and spoke out against racism and the caste system in India. His family. Mahatma Gandhi was born into a Hindu Moor family in Porbandar, India on October 2, 1869. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, was the Diwan, Prime Minister of the small state of Porbandar, and his mother, Putlabai Gandhi, was a devout Hindu. He was the youngest of 4 sons and was deeply influenced by the religious teachings of his mother. He was married to Kasturbhai Gandhi in 1883 and had 4 sons, Harilal, Manilal, Ramdas and Devdas. Gandhi's family was from a merchant caste and was traditionally involved in politics and public service. His father and grandfather both held high office in Porbandar, and his brother Lakshmidas was also a politician. His family supported him in his efforts to seek Indian independence, and many of his closest associates were members of his extended family. He was especially close with his brother Manilal, who spent many years in prison for his political views. Gandhi's family was also an important source of strength and stability in his life. He was a devoted husband and father, and his love for his children was often expressed in his writings. He valued relationships and often held family dinners and discussions with his children and grandchildren. His family was central to his philosophy of non-violence and often helped him stay grounded. Gandhi's family played a major role in his fight for Indian independence, and their support was instrumental in the success of the movement. His wife, children, and extended family members were often by his side during key moments of Indian history. His family's commitment to non-violence and social justice helped fuel Gandhi's fight for freedom, and their legacy lives on in his teachings and achievements. His death. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, famously known as Mahatma Gandhi, passed away on January 30, 1948 in Delhi, India at the age of 78. His death was a result of a single bullet wound, inflicted by a Hindu extremist who opposed the idea of a separate nation for the Muslims of India. Gandhi was on his way to attend a prayer meeting when he was assassinated. Gandhi's death shocked the world. He had become a global symbol of non-violence, peace, and justice and had inspired millions with his message of love and peace. His death marked the end of a long and fruitful life dedicated to the cause of Indian independence and the betterment of humanity. Throughout his life, he had inspired many with his message of non-violence and had worked tirelessly for the cause of Indian freedom and peace. Gandhi was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, for his unparalleled contribution to India and the world. He is remembered throughout India and the world as an iconic leader who changed the course of history and left an indelible mark on humanity.